Hi friends, I'm Penny Hunt and this is Penny Heart to Heart. I come to you in these little videos and talk about my writings that I post and give you a little bit of background story, the backstory of why I wrote it, what spurred my writing, and a few more details maybe than what you read in the writing. I also give you a link, so if you haven't had a chance to read what I'm talking about, you can follow the link that's with this video and go back and read it. Today I want to talk about my writing, When was the last time you made a new friend? Think about that one. When was the last time you made a new friend? I think back over my life about how friendships are made. And I think when we're little, it starts in school, in grade school. I, as you've heard many times, was raised in a military family, so we moved around several times. And I learned very quickly how to make friends on the playground, or I was going to stand alone. And standing alone on the playground isn't fun. So I learned at a very early age how to make friends, how to be nice, how to cooperate, how to share. And I think that's maybe how a lot of us learn how to make friends. So then looking over the years, if you move around in your adult life, some people are lucky enough to live in the same place their whole life. They know kids in kindergarten, they graduate with them from high school, they might even go to college together. I didn't have that luxury. But what I had instead, the other side of it was, by moving around, I made friends in different pockets of the country. So I had friends everywhere. And some of them stayed with me through my life. Some of them were friends for the time that I lived in that area. And then your friendship kind of fades. And that's what happens in life. Friendships don't always stay the same. They morph, they grow, they might intensify and be stronger, and they might disappear for a lot of reasons. I had a very good friend pass away in 1995. She was a very good friend of mine, and I still miss her. So sometimes it's an illness or a death that changes a friendship or takes a friendship away. Sometimes it's divorce. And in the dividing of property and lives, sometimes friends are divided a little bit. And so you might lose a friend because of a divorce. Sometimes we make really good friends at work. And then if we change our job, go to a different place to work, we might not be as close to them as we were because we're not with them. Proximity, I think, is huge in friendships. If you're there, so you see them all the time, if you live in the same community, so you can do things together, that makes it easier to keep that bond. Although, I also believe that friendships can be strong enough to withstand all of that. You can live in different parts of the country. You might not even see them for long periods of time, and then you can pick up the phone and it's like you never missed a day of talking to them. Those are special friendships. So I started thinking when I wrote this about when was the last time you made a new friend? And I think now, in the world we live in, sometimes we think a friendship is that blue thumbs up on Facebook. If somebody gives us a thumbs up and likes us or becomes friends with us on Facebook, does that really mean they're our friend? If they follow us on Twitter, does that mean they are our friend? Do we even know them? Sometimes I think it is this invisible kind of relationship that we think is a friendship that maybe really isn't. And maybe we should think about that. Who really is our friend? And do we need more of them? I'm thinking of this as I get older because I have moved. Friendships have come and gone. I have a pretty small, close-knit circle that I would call friends. And as you age, that changes too, because sometimes you outlive your friends. Sometimes because of illness, your friendships aren't as strong. The last few years of my mom's life, she had dementia. And so, of course, she couldn't hold on to her friendships because she couldn't remember them. And so something like that really can take away a friendship. And the older we get, the more of that we see. The more illness we see, the more passing of our friends, if we outlive our friends, the more movement. Sometimes when you get older, you move to be by your kids, or so it. There's a lot of reasons that as we age, especially the older we get, that our friendships kind of start to turn into this really small group. Now, I am a friend builder. I love people. You know I love people, or I wouldn't be on here doing the work that I do. And so I may be teased a little bit that I can make friends in the grocery store, which I can. And I talk to a lot of my followers, people that read my writing or my column in the newspaper. And if they connect with me, it's not uncommon for me to pick up the phone and chat with them for a while. Especially if they have a story they'd like to share with me, or if I feel like I can give them some insight about something that might help them. And so I feel like I'm a friend builder, a friend raiser, kind of like a fundraiser, friend raiser. But even with all of that, I think in this time, especially in this fast-moving world that we live in, and especially in uncertain times, it's hard to keep friendships, especially during challenging times. So the thought crossed my mind is, when I age, when we get older, do we need to continually be making new friends, or are the friends we have enough? Think about that. Because if it's true, what I believe, that the older we get, as we age, our friendships change, our friendships leave for a lot of reasons, and the number of close friends we have diminishes. So should we always be looking for new friends, or maybe not even looking, but building our friendship circle? Should we always be doing that? Or as it shrinks, is that okay? I'd love to hear how you feel about that. In the writing, I interviewed several people from, I think the youngest was 7 or 8-year-olds, all the way up to 88, and asked them what their definition of friendship is. And it was pretty interesting to hear. I think the oldest person that I talked to said it was someone you could ask personal questions to. And that is big for me, because my definition would be someone I can trust. Trust is huge with me, that if I can have a conversation with you, a personal conversation, that it stays there. Someone that I could call at 2 o'clock in the morning if I need to, whether it's good news or bad news. And I call them 2 a.m. friends. And I have some of those. And I have called them in the middle of the night. One of them was the one that got the call from me after my son passed away. And she stepped in and helped take care of everything at my work, at personal friends. She took care of everything, and I called her in the middle of the night when I got the call. And so 2 a.m. friends are important to me, someone I can trust, someone I know that will be there no matter what time of day or night it is. So here's what I would like from you. I would like for you to think about that. Do you have enough friends? When was the last time you made a new friend? And do you need to make new friends as we age? How you feel about that? And I'd also love to hear your definition of what a friend is. What does friendship mean to you? I know there's some people that are maybe much more introverts than I am. I'm, as you can guess, an extrovert. But introverts maybe are happy to have almost 100% alone time. Maybe they don't require this bond of somebody that they can talk to. I don't know. I'm asking you the question. So I just wanted to give you a background why I wrote that. I have friends, as I said, all over the country. I have a friend that I knew from grade school that we can pick up the phone and it's like we never stopped talking. Love her to death. I have friends that I can remember in the times that I moved around the country, but I don't have contact with them anymore, and I often wonder what they're up to. The one good thing about social media is you can find some of those old friends and reconnect. And maybe you don't need or want to reconnect and be best buddies, but reconnect and find out, get an update on their life and how they're doing. That also has happened to me recently, from my newspaper column, a lot of folks that I went to school with have reconnected with me when they saw my column in a paper, and probably didn't know where I was or where I was living or how to connect, or maybe hadn't even thought about me, but they see me in the paper, and so they've reached out to me, and that's been a lot of fun. So those are the questions. Do you need more friends? When was the last time you made a friend? What is your definition of friendship? I hope that you read the story, and I hope that you contact me either right below this video, send me a comment, or my email is on my website. It is easy. It's penniehunt@gmail, PENNIEHUNT@gmail. And so I answer everybody that contacts me. And I hope you have a great day. And if you haven't talked to one of your friends recently, reach out and say hi. It's not that hard to stay in communication. A phone call, even a text anymore. A card in the mail is like magic because we don't get those handwritten cards anymore. So think about friendships today. Think about who your friends are. Who is in that really tight circle of your very best friends. I thank you for joining me for these few minutes. I hope that you read my writing. The link is above. And I hope that you have a grand day. I'm Pennie Hunt. This has been Pennie Heart to Heart. Thanks for watching.